The idea that we can do better begins with a deep understanding that human potential is never fixed, never limited, and never fully realized at any single moment in life. It is a reminder that growth is not something reserved for a select few, but is a universal opportunity available to anyone willing to step forward with courage and intent. When Barack Obama speaks about improvement, he speaks not only to the achiever, but also to the dreamer, the struggler, and even the person who feels stuck or discouraged. His message is rooted in the belief that people often underestimate what they are capable of, not because they lack talent, but because they underestimate the power of consistency, discipline, and belief. Improvement starts with the realization that you don't have to be great today, you only need to be better than yesterday. That single step forward, whether small, uncertain, or imperfect, carries immense value because it builds momentum. Momentum, once formed, becomes the engine that pushes a person closer to their true potential. Obama's philosophy highlights that growth requires honesty. You have to be willing to confront your flaws, your habits, and your excuses. It is easy to tell yourself that life will improve on its own, but that mindset keeps you stuck in the same patterns. When you acknowledge the areas where you can improve, your discipline, your mindset, your relationships, your daily decisions, you create an opening for transformation. This honesty isn't meant to bring shame. It's meant to bring clarity. Clarity is powerful because it gives you direction. When you know what needs to change, you gain the ability to change it. Obama's message encourages individuals to look inward with the intention to rise, not to criticize themselves harshly. It is about understanding that progress comes from self-awareness and the courage to act on what you discover about yourself. Central to this idea of doing better is the rejection of complacency. Complacency is the comfort zone that many people fall into: routine, predictability, and familiar habits that feel safe but offer no growth. Obama often speaks about not settling for mediocrity because it slowly erodes ambition. When you settle, you shrink your goals, quiet your potential, and accept a life far smaller than what you're capable of living. Doing better means refusing to let comfort replace purpose. It means choosing challenge, even when it feels uncomfortable, because discomfort is the birthplace of growth. Every major achievement in life begins with a moment of discomfort, taking a risk, stepping into the unknown, or pushing through fear. Obama's words remind people that discomfort should be embraced, not avoided, because it is a sign that you're moving forward. Another crucial element of this idea is discipline. Improvement is not just about desire, it is about action. Wanting a better life doesn't change anything unless you are willing to work for it consistently. Discipline is what turns a vision into reality. Obama's message emphasizes that discipline is not something you either have or don't have. It is something you build, and the way you build it is through small daily habits. You show up even when motivation fades. You take the next step even when you don't feel like it. You stay committed to the process, understanding that greatness is rarely born from a single moment. It is built gradually, through thousands of decisions, efforts, and sacrifices that no one sees. At the heart of "We Can Do Better" is hope. Hope in yourself, hope in your future, and hope in the possibilities ahead. Obama has always communicated that hope is not a passive feeling, it is an active force. It is choosing to believe that your life can improve even when circumstances make it hard to see how. Hope fuels perseverance. Hope gives you strength when you feel tired. Hope reminds you that your story is not over and that you still have chapters left to write. Improvement is always possible as long as hope remains alive. Ultimately, this message encourages people to recognize that they are not defined by their past or their setbacks. You are defined by the choices you make today and the courage you show moving forward. Every person has the ability to rise, to grow, and to break through limitations, internal or external. The greatest victories often come from ordinary people who decide they are no longer willing to settle for less than what they can become. Obama's message is clear. The power to do better lies within you, and the moment you choose to believe in that power, your life begins to change. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful and transformative decisions you can ever make. Barack Obama often emphasizes that real change does not begin with external forces, luck, or circumstances. It begins with you. The idea that responsibility starts with you is not about placing blame on yourself for everything that has happened in your life. Instead, it is about recognizing the strength and influence you carry in shaping your future. Many people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect conditions before they take action. But Obama's message encourages the opposite. Start now, with what you have, where you are. When you accept responsibility for your direction, your growth, and your choices, you shift from feeling powerless to empowered. You take control of the steering wheel, guiding your life toward the goals and outcomes you desire. One of the greatest barriers to progress is believing that someone else is responsible for your success. It's easy to assume that a better boss, a better family, better resources, or a better environment would make life easier. But relying on outside factors creates a mindset of dependency. You begin to believe that your dreams can only come true when everything around you changes, which rarely happens. Obama's message is that you must change first. Your mindset, your decisions, your work ethic, these are the true engines of transformation. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for someone else to fix your problems or hand you solutions. You become proactive. You begin seeking answers, learning new skills, improving your habits, and pushing beyond limitations. Instead of blaming circumstances, you start asking yourself, what can I do next? How can I improve? What step can I take right now? These questions open doors, ignite growth, and empower you to build the life you want. Taking responsibility also means owning your mistakes without letting them define you. Obama often reminds people that failure is not a sign of weakness. It is a stepping stone to strength. When you take responsibility, you no longer fear failure because you understand it is part of the journey. Instead of hiding from it, you learn from it. You reflect on what went wrong, adjust your approach, and return stronger. This mindset allows you to transform setbacks into lessons and obstacles into opportunities. Many people stay stuck because they refuse to acknowledge their mistakes, blaming others or circumstances instead. But ignoring your mistakes prevents growth. When you take responsibility, you gain the ability to evolve. You begin to see failure not as an ending, but as a valuable guide toward what works and what doesn't. Every time you take ownership of your choices, you increase your wisdom, resilience, and clarity. Another aspect of responsibility is discipline. The most successful individuals are not the ones with the most talent. They are the ones who consistently show up. Taking responsibility means understanding that your daily actions shape your future more than any single big moment ever will. Whether you want to improve your career, health, relationships, or mindset, the foundation is built through small, consistent steps. Obama's message encourages people to build habits that align with their goals. If you want to be stronger, you exercise regularly. If you want to be smarter, you read and learn every day. If you want a better future, you make disciplined choices, even when they are difficult. Responsibility teaches you that excuses are easy, but growth is earned. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you move closer to becoming the kind of person you admire. Taking responsibility also empowers you to break negative cycles. Many people repeat the same patterns: procrastination, self-doubt, fear, unhealthy behaviors. Because they never take ownership of these habits, they tell themselves that this is just who I am, and not realizing that identity is flexible and can change with effort. When you take responsibility, you stop letting the past dictate your future. You recognize that you have the ability to rewrite your story. You decide which habits to keep, which to release, and which to build. You stop allowing temporary emotions to control permanent decisions. You begin to act with intention, knowing that every decision either moves you closer to your goals or farther away. This awareness sharpens your focus and strengthens your discipline. Perhaps the most empowering part of taking responsibility is realizing that you are capable of shaping your destiny. Obama's message encourages people to trust their ability to create change. You do not need permission to start improving your life. You do not need perfect conditions. You simply need the willingness to begin. When you take responsibility, you operate from a mindset of possibility. You believe that growth is achievable, success is attainable, and your dreams are within reach. Responsibility shifts your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you begin asking, "What can I do about it?" That shift alone can change your entire life. Ultimately, the message is clear. You are the author of your own story. Every choice, every effort, and every moment of responsibility you embrace strengthens your ability to build a future you're proud of. By accepting responsibility for your actions, your mindset, and your path, you unlock the power to transform your life from the inside out. Resilience is one of the most vital qualities a person can develop, and Barack Obama consistently emphasizes its importance in personal growth and success. Life is full of challenges, obstacles, and unexpected setbacks, and it is easy to become discouraged when things do not go according to plan. Many people see failure as the end of the road, a signal that they are not capable or that their dreams are unattainable. Obama's message, however, reframes failure entirely. It is not a verdict on your ability, but a test of your perseverance, a natural part of the journey toward achievement. Resilience is the ability to recover, adapt, and continue moving forward even when circumstances are difficult, unfair, or unpredictable. It is not about avoiding challenges, but about confronting them, learning from them, and using them as stepping stones to greater growth. This mindset is crucial for anyone who wants to live a life of purpose, meaning, and impact. One of the first lessons in resilience is understanding that setbacks are inevitable. No matter how talented, hardworking, or prepared you are, life will present moments of struggle. Projects may fail, relationships may face strain, and opportunities may slip through your fingers. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who give up lies not in avoiding failure, but in the ability to keep moving forward in spite of it. Obama encourages people to see challenges as opportunities to build strength, character, and wisdom. Every setback provides critical lessons: what worked, what didn't, and what can be done differently next time. Resilience transforms adversity into a teacher, and each lesson strengthens your capacity to face future obstacles with confidence and determination. Another important aspect of resilience is maintaining perspective. When problems arise, it is natural to feel overwhelmed or frustrated. However, Obama highlights the importance of stepping back, assessing the situation, and separating emotion from action. Emotional reactions are normal, but they should not dictate your decisions or halt your progress. Resilient people are able to acknowledge their feelings, process them, and then focus on practical steps they can take to move forward. This perspective allows you to remain grounded, clear-headed, and solution-focused, even when facing circumstances that seem insurmountable. By keeping perspective, setbacks lose their power to derail you. They become part of a broader journey that includes both successes and challenges. Resilience also requires adaptability. Life rarely follows a straight path, and sticking rigidly to a single plan can lead to frustration and stagnation. Obama encourages people to remain flexible, to adjust their approach when necessary, and to seek new paths to achieve their goals. Adaptability is not about giving up. It is about finding alternative ways to move forward when obstacles arise. This quality allows individuals to stay in motion, even when progress is slower than expected or when unexpected changes occur. The ability to pivot and respond thoughtfully to challenges is a hallmark of resilience and a critical skill for personal and professional growth. Building resilience is also deeply connected to perseverance. Success is rarely instant. It is earned through sustained effort, repeated action, and a willingness to keep going when results are not immediate. Ubama emphasizes that the most significant achievements often require enduring multiple failures, facing criticism, and maintaining effort long after initial enthusiasm fades. Resilience is about refusing to let temporary setbacks define your future. It is about cultivating a mindset that understands that the path to success is rarely smooth, but is always navigable with persistence and determination. By committing to continuous effort, even in the face of difficulty, you strengthen not only your skills, but also your confidence in your ability to overcome future challenges. Another key component of resilience is cultivating hope and belief in your purpose. Obama's speeches consistently remind listeners that setbacks are not permanent, and the ability to make a difference depends on staying committed to your values and goals. Hope fuels resilience by providing motivation to continue despite difficulties. Belief in your purpose gives meaning to the challenges you face and helps you endure the hardships that come with striving for something meaningful. When you combine hope with determination, setbacks no longer feel like dead ends. They become temporary pauses that guide you toward growth and improvement. Resilience is also strengthened by support and community. While it is possible to persevere alone, Ubama highlights the value of building connections with people who encourage, inspire, and support you. Resilient individuals understand that asking for help, sharing struggles, and learning from others does not diminish their strength, it enhances it. Community provides encouragement during low points, guidance when paths are unclear, and motivation when determination wanes. By surrounding yourself with people who share your values and vision, you create a network that amplifies your ability to endure challenges and continue moving forward. Ultimately, resilience is not just a response to adversity. It is a proactive quality that transforms the way you approach life. Obama's message teaches that challenges do not define you. How you respond to them does. Each setback, failure, or disappointment is an opportunity to build strength, learn, adapt, and grow. Resilience allows you to face life's difficulties with courage, to persevere when others might quit, and to keep striving for improvement even in the face of obstacles. It is a mindset, a habit, and a choice that empowers you to continue pursuing your dreams and contributing positively to the world around you. By embracing resilience, you equip yourself with the capacity to not only survive challenges, but to thrive through them, ultimately achieving a life of purpose, fulfillment, and impact. One of the most profound aspects of Barack Obama's motivational message is the emphasis on unity and the importance of helping others rise alongside you. In a world that often emphasizes individual achievement and personal gain, Obama consistently reminds us that true progress and meaningful success are inseparable from the well-being of the community around us. The idea of helping others rise is not just about altruism or charity. It is about recognizing the interconnectedness of human lives and understanding that collective growth amplifies individual success. When you lift others, you strengthen relationships, build trust, and create environments where shared prosperity is possible. This principle transforms success from being a solitary pursuit into a shared journey, one in which the contributions of each individual enhance the opportunities and potential of others. At the heart of this idea is empathy. Obama emphasizes that in order to help others effectively, we must first understand their experiences, struggles, and aspirations. Empathy allows us to see the world from different perspectives and to recognize that everyone faces challenges in unique ways. By cultivating empathy, you become more aware of the needs and potential of others, which naturally leads to actions that support, encourage, and uplift those around you. Helping others is not about pity or condescension. It is about respect, understanding, and a genuine desire to create conditions where everyone has the chance to succeed. When we take the time to listen, mentor, or provide guidance, we contribute to a culture of collaboration rather than competition, where people are motivated to grow not just for themselves, but for the greater good. Another critical element of helping others rise is the notion of leading by example. Ubama consistently conveys that actions speak louder than words. It is not enough to tell others to aim higher or to be better. You must demonstrate the values, habits, and behaviors you wish to inspire. Leadership in this sense is not about titles or authority. It is about influence. When people see someone persist, overcome obstacles, and strive for excellence while remaining humble and supportive, they are inspired to follow suit. Your actions create a ripple effect, encouraging others to reach their potential, contribute positively, and embrace responsibility for their own growth. By modeling resilience, integrity, and dedication, you provide a living example that others can emulate, which in turn strengthens the community as a whole. Helping others rise also requires generosity, not only in resources, but also in time, knowledge, and energy. Many people underestimate the impact that mentorship, guidance, or simple encouragement can have on another person's life. Ubama's message underscores that giving back does not diminish your own success, it enhances it. When you share knowledge, offer opportunities, or provide support, you create a cycle of growth that benefits everyone involved. This mindset fosters collaboration rather than envy, cooperation rather than rivalry, and connection rather than isolation. Generosity, therefore, becomes a strategic as well as moral choice. It multiplies impact, strengthens relationships, and creates environments where everyone can thrive. A key aspect of this principle is the recognition that success is rarely achieved in isolation. Even the most talented or driven individuals rely on the contributions of others. Teachers, mentors, colleagues, family, and friends, at various points in their journey. Ubama emphasizes the importance of acknowledging this interconnectedness and using your own success as a platform to elevate others. By doing so, you create a legacy that extends beyond personal achievements. Success becomes not just a measure of what you accomplish individually, but of how many people you have helped rise along the way. This perspective shifts the focus from competition to collaboration, from self-interest to shared progress, and from temporary gains to lasting impact. Encouraging others to rise also requires patience and understanding. Growth does not happen overnight, and not everyone will progress at the same pace or in the same way. Ubama emphasizes that true leadership involves recognizing and nurturing potential, even when immediate results are not visible. Supporting others through their struggles, celebrating small victories, and providing guidance through setbacks are all part of fostering meaningful development. Patience allows you to maintain a long-term perspective, understanding that the seeds you plant today may take time to bear fruit, but their eventual impact can be profound and far-reaching. Finally, helping others rise strengthens the fabric of society and builds a more just and inclusive world. When individuals commit to lifting those around them, barriers are broken, opportunities are expanded, and communities become more resilient. Ubama's message is clear. Collective progress amplifies individual potential. By fostering environments where everyone has the opportunity to contribute, learn, and succeed, we create a cycle of empowerment that benefits not just a few, but many. This is the essence of leadership and service. It is the recognition that personal success is deeply intertwined with the success of others, and that the measure of our lives is not only in what we achieve for ourselves, but in the positive difference we make in the lives of those around us. In conclusion, The concept of unity and helping others rise is central to achieving meaningful and lasting impact. Empathy, example, generosity, acknowledgement of interconnectedness, patience, and a commitment to collective progress all contribute to creating a world where individual growth and communal success go hand in hand. Barack Obama's motivational message teaches that lifting others is not a detour from personal ambition, but an integral part of it. By helping others rise, you build stronger communities, inspire lasting change, and contribute to a future where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential. True progress is never solitary. It is shared, inclusive, and empowering, and it is through lifting others that we elevate ourselves. Believing in your potential to make a difference is one of the most powerful principles Barack Obama emphasizes in his motivational messages. Many people underestimate the impact they can have on the world, assuming that their efforts are too small to matter, or that change is reserved for the influential or the privileged. Obama's message challenges this mindset by reminding us that every individual has the ability to contribute meaningfully, to inspire, and to create lasting positive change. This belief in your own potential is not about ego or arrogance. It is about recognizing that your actions, decisions, and voice carry weight, and that through persistence, purpose, and integrity, you can influence both your own life and the lives of others in profound ways. When you internalize this truth, it transforms the way you approach challenges, opportunities, and relationships. One of the first steps in believing in your potential is cultivating self-awareness. Obama often highlights that understanding your strengths, values, and passions is key to realizing your ability to make a difference. When you know who you are and what you stand for, you gain clarity on how you can contribute meaningfully. Self-awareness allows you to align your actions with your values, ensuring that your efforts are both authentic and impactful. It also helps you identify areas for growth, encouraging continuous improvement rather than complacency. By embracing self-awareness, you lay the foundation for a confident and purposeful life, one in which your potential is not limited by doubt or uncertainty. Another essential component of this belief is embracing responsibility. Obama emphasizes that recognizing your potential goes hand in hand with taking ownership of your actions. Every choice you make, no matter how small, contributes to the world around you. This means understanding that even seemingly insignificant actions, helping someone in need, speaking up for justice, mentoring a younger person, can create ripples of positive change. Believing in your potential requires you to act deliberately and intentionally, knowing that your contributions, when combined with consistency and effort, can lead to significant outcomes. Responsibility transforms potential into action, bridging the gap between aspiration and tangible impact. A critical aspect of realizing your potential is resilience and perseverance. Believing in your ability to make a difference does not mean that success will come easily or immediately. Challenges, setbacks, and resistance are inevitable, but they do not diminish your capacity to contribute meaningfully. Obama consistently reminds people that resilience is central to achieving impact. Every obstacle is an opportunity to demonstrate courage, learn, and grow. By persisting through difficulties, you reinforce your belief in your own power to influence outcomes and inspire change. Resilience ensures that temporary setbacks do not undermine your long-term vision, and it strengthens your capacity to continue striving toward meaningful goals, even when the path is difficult or uncertain. Belief in your potential is also deeply connected to vision. Obama encourages individuals to see beyond immediate circumstances and to imagine the possibilities of what could be achieved. Vision allows you to focus on long-term goals, to identify the areas where your efforts can have the greatest impact, and to inspire others to join in your mission. When you articulate a compelling vision, you not only clarify your own purpose, but also create a source of motivation for others. This vision-driven approach fosters a sense of agency and empowerment, helping you understand that your contributions are part of a broader movement toward positive change. Another important dimension of believing in your potential is the recognition of interconnectedness. No individual acts in isolation. Our actions influence and inspire others in ways that are often unseen. Ubama emphasizes that even small contributions, acts of kindness, sharing knowledge, standing up for justice, can have far-reaching effects. This interconnectedness highlights the importance of using your potential not just for personal gain, but for the betterment of the community and the world. When you believe in your potential, you recognize that your life and choices matter in a larger context, and this perspective encourages purposeful, meaningful engagement with the world around you. Mentorship and encouragement of others also amplify your potential. Ubama often notes that helping others realize their abilities strengthens the impact you can have. By supporting, teaching, and inspiring those around you, you create a multiplier effect. Your influence grows as others grow. This principle reinforces the idea that believing in your potential is not a solitary endeavor. It is part of a collective effort to create positive change. Empowering others, celebrating their successes, and offering guidance are all ways in which your belief in your own potential can extend beyond yourself, leaving a lasting legacy. Finally, believing in your potential requires courage. It demands that you step out of comfort zones, take risks, and act even when outcomes are uncertain. Ubama's motivational messages consistently encourage people to overcome fear, doubt, and hesitation, and to embrace the challenges inherent in striving for meaningful change. Courage transforms belief into action. Without it, potential remains dormant, untapped, and unrealized. By embracing courage, you not only assert your own capacity for impact, but also inspire others to recognize and harness their potential as well. Ultimately, believing in your potential to make a difference is about embracing agency, responsibility, and purpose. It is the understanding that your actions, words, and choices matter, that they influence others, and that they contribute to the broader tapestry of life. Ubama's message encourages each person to see themselves not as passive observers of the world, but as active participants capable of shaping it. By cultivating self-awareness, resilience, vision, empathy, and courage, you transform belief into action, aspiration into impact, and individual potential into collective progress. When you embrace this principle, you not only enrich your own life, but also help create a world where others are inspired to rise, contribute, and realize their own potential, creating a cycle of growth, empowerment, and meaningful change.